In order to achieve fitness goals, we need to be consistent with our training and nutrition, and that can be applied to any goal. We know that consistency is crucial to accomplish any, but I also get it that life gets in the way. We have family obligation, crazy work schedule. Sometimes we just don't feel like doing the things that we need to do because we're just exhausted, we're tired, and simply we just don't have time, right? So in this video, I'm gonna share with you some practical strategies that help my clients based on my own research and experience to develop more of a consistency and routine with working out. Also, we're gonna be using a lot of concepts from the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, which I highly recommend. So let's dive in. Now, I think it's important first to talk about what initially got us started to working out. What was our motivation? What was our driver and the fuel to initiate the fact that we decided to working out? And that can be different for anyone. Everyone has different reasons, but typically we have two different ways why people get motivated. Number one is moving away from the pain or fear. For example, let's say you had someone in your family that was close to you, maybe your parent or your grandma, that died from a heart attack because this person was overweight, had a very poor lifestyle, and you decided that you don't want to be like that. You don't want to have that type of a lifestyle and be unhealthy with low energy, and you're afraid of dying young. So you decided that you're gonna change that and you're gonna go to the gym, you're gonna work out, you're gonna improve your nutrition to just be healthier, right? Or maybe your reason is moving to something more pleasurable, something more towards more happiness. For example, you wanna have a nicer body so you can be more successful on dates or be more attractive, or you just wanna have more energy so you can be more productive at work, or you can be better at a sport. Whatever reason or whatever motivates you, use that fuel, use that energy, which is great. But the problem with motivation is that motivation comes and goes. We not always are motivated to do the things that we need to do in order to accomplish our goals, right? I don't know about you, but I'm sure you experience the fact that you maybe watch a motivational speech or a movie, a YouTube clip where you just got very motivated for a few days and then you just kind of forgot about it, life gets underway, and then the motivation kind of fades away. And the reality is most of the time actually we're not going to be motivated to do the things that we needed to do. So motivation gets us to get started, but to keep going to develop habits. Habits are unconscious, repeated behaviors that we're doing, we are not even aware of them. We're just doing them, like I said, unconsciously, and they don't typically require willpower. Let's talk about what are the three different types of habits according to the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. James Clear describes three different types of habits. Number one is goal-oriented habit, right? Let's say your goal is to lose 50 pounds. So you decided that you're gonna develop a habit of coming to the gym 3 times a week so you can lose 50 pounds. Then we have system-driven habits. So we're not focusing necessarily on the outcome, on the goal. We decided that our habit is gonna be to work out 3 times a week, because we know that the byproduct of it will be, improve energy, losing weight, things like that. So those are system-driven habits. And the third one, the last one, is identity-driven habits. So for example, let's say you identify yourself as a healthy person and you're gonna do the things that the healthy person do, which is eating well, moving your body, taking care of your body, focusing on your sleep and improving your healthy lifestyle, because that's what healthy person do, right? And James Clear, and I agree with him, he stresses that we should primarily focus on identity-driven habits, because people typically focusing on goal-oriented habits. Like, my goal is to lose 50 pounds, so I'm gonna come to the gym, I'm gonna work out, and once they lose the weight, many people actually gain that weight back on because they didn't develop the habits or the behaviors that allows them to be consistent with their training and nutrition. And once they accomplish the goal, they stop the behavior that got them to that goal. That's why we want to focus more on the identity-driven habits, because identity-driven habits allows you to be more consistent what got you to that goal initially. I like this description that he has in his book, saying that identity-driven habits helps you to know what game to play, system-driven habits allows you to know how to play, and goal-oriented habits allows you to win the game. So now let's talk about how the habits are being formed. According to James Clear and his book Atomic Habits, there are 4 parts of the habit. First, we have the cue, something that triggers the habit, something that initiates the habit. Then we have the craving. We're craving some type of a feeling or emotional state. Then the third part is the behavior of doing the habit or the routine. And the fourth part is the reward, the feeling or the experience that we're getting from the habit. So for example, let's say we had a stressful day at work, we came back home and we are tired and we stress out. So that's the cue. Then we have the cravings. We want to feel relaxed. So that would be the craving. Then we have the routine. Maybe we're going to drink a beer or alcohol. And then the reward is that we feel relaxed. So those are the four parts, right? The cue was the feeling of stress out after work. The cravings was the feeling of feeling relaxed. The behavior was drinking alcohol, and the reward was that we felt relaxed. So that's basically how the habits kind of being formed, and we're doing that often enough and repeatedly, our brain creates pathways and connection that associates the feeling of stressful day after work with feeling of drinking alcohol and feeling relaxed. So that's basically how the habit works. So since we know how the habits are being formed, let's apply that right now to the training so we can be more consistent with our workouts. First, we know that what triggers the habit is some type of a cue. And what James Clear recommends is to first write down all the things that you're doing throughout the day. Just kind of do like a journal for a week and write down all the activities that you do. What time you wake up, what time you go to work, what time you come back from the work, what do you do after work, so on and so forth, and figure out what type of behaviors and habits you tend to do. So writing down all the activities and things like that you do throughout the week. Knowing all the activities that you do helps you to be more aware what type of habits do you have. So for example, let's say you notice that after work you tend to drink beer because you are tired and stressed out, and this is something that you probably were not even aware of because you were just doing that automatically. Or maybe you come back home after work and you're just playing video games or watching TV. So writing down all of the activities that you do help you to be more aware of your habits. So if you are aware of what you do, that's the first step. Then what we want to do is I want to identify the gaps in our schedule and then plug in into those gaps the activities that we want to do. So for example, let's say you notice that between 5 to 7 p.m. you have an open window. That's where maybe you can use that time to go to the gym and work out. So figure out your schedule and plug in the time that you have, and you are more available for the activities that you want to do, such as working out. Clear also stress importance that you have to be as specific as you can when you're creating a habits. So with being more consistent with your training, I think it's very important to create a workout plan, very specific workout plan that you know exactly how many times a week you're going to be training, how many sets, reps, what type of exercises you're going to be doing. Because the more specific you are, that's going to help you to be actually more consistent with your working out. Because if you're doing random workouts at random days, random times, with random exercises, it's much easier to just skip the workout and not be consistent with it. So having a plan and having a training program can help you to be actually to stick to it and be more consistent with it. But we also don't want to be too specific. I think there's also needs to be a little bit of a room or freedom to adjust, because our days, let's face it, they will not be perfect. Maybe you plan to go to the gym after 5 p.m. but something came up. Maybe you have to drive your kids to a hockey practice and you're not going to be able to go to the gym at a certain time. So then maybe you can go to the gym a little bit later or go in the morning. So I think specificity is important, but we also should be able to be flexible and adapt based on the circumstances, because nothing is going to be perfect. But having a plan, having a schedule, and plug in your workout into your schedule, put them on the calendar, and having a workout plan can help a lot. But like I said, we also have to have a room to be flexible. The second thing is craving. We want to make those habits desirable and make it fun. For example, when say you're going to the workout, maybe listen to music. It's much more fun when you're working out, or go out and work out with your friends, or go to the local gym that is close to you that you like to go because you like the atmosphere and the equipment there, or taking certain classes. You want to make sure that you're doing those workouts in a way that are fun for you, rewarding, and making that habit more pleasurable is going to help you to stick with it. And connecting habits with what you should should do with what you want to do. For example, let's say when you're coming back after work, your typical habit is that you maybe sit down on the couch watching TV and drinking beer. So maybe instead of doing that, say that after work I'm gonna go to the gym first, and after I come back from the gym, then I get to watch TV, right? That can be another strategy. So you're linking a habit that you should do with the habit that you want to do. So that's gonna kind of give you the reward that, you know, after you come back from work, you're gonna go to the gym, work out, and then you get to watch the TV. When it comes down to that, to be honest with you, like for me, I like to work out first thing in the morning so I can be over with and be done with my training, so then I can spend the rest of my day on the other things. Because usually when I do my workout late at night, then things can come up, I'm tired, I have other obligations that I need to do. So good strategies, if you can wake up a little bit earlier and do your workouts before you go to work, that would be a fantastic strategy, because it's gonna be easier for you to be more consistent with your training. Another thing that's gonna help is redefining things that you need to do as opportunities that you got to do. So switching your mindset, instead of saying, man, I have to go to the gym and work out, think about like you got to go to the gym and work out because you are a healthy and strong individual and you're able to exercise and work out your body so you can feel great, be healthy, have the confidence, be strong, and be able to perform different activities later in life when you are older. So you're actually doing a positive things for yourself. So instead of thinking like negatively, like, oh, like I have to go to the gym and, you know, lift heavy weights and be tired, think about like I'm able to do that, I got to do that. That type of a switch of a mindset can help as well. The next key to create a habit is response or decreasing the difficulty of a habit. When we're starting on our gym routine, we want to make sure that we're starting slow. So instead of thinking like, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym and work out 5 times a week, start slowly. Maybe start with 2 times a week. Instead of going to the gym for an hour, start with 30 minutes. And then gradually build up. I see a lot of people when they have, especially at the beginning of the year, when they have big goals, big fitness goals, resolutions, they go to the gym 5 times a week, doing crazy, hard bootcamp classes, 1 hour, and they get burned out. So instead, start slowly, like I said, maybe 2 times a week for 30 minutes and then gradually build up from that. Also, you want to choose a gym that is closer to your house, is for you easier to, or convenience to get to the gym. That's going to also help you to be a little bit more consistent. So make the routine of working out easy initially, and then once it becomes part of a routine and is doable for you, then you can gradually over time maybe do a little bit more workouts, do longer workouts and more difficult workouts. And the fourth key to create a habit is a reward. We want to make those workouts fulfilling and pleasurable. So what helps me, for example, is think about how you're gonna feel after you go to the workout. For me, when I go and exercise, I feel that I'm able to release, stress. I feel more energized, I feel more accomplished, I feel great, I'm in a better mood because I'm able to, move my body, sweat, I'm listening to that music, or I socialize, see people, I just feel better. So think about those type of feelings, how the exercise makes you feel. Makes it rewarding too. Like for example, after I come back from the gym, I'm gonna be able to watch my show or eat a great dinner. Make those type of behavior of coming to the gym rewarding and pleasurable. And also learn how to love going to the gym. Make those workouts fun and learn how to love the process of training and taking care of your body. That's gonna help you to be more consistent with it as well. Those are the 4 things to create a habit. Another strategy that can help you is to record your workout schedule on the calendar or on the app, and whenever you completed your workouts, mark them as completed and track the progress. The fact of you seeing the chain is not being broken, that you're actually completing the workouts, helps you to give you that visual cue and motivation. It's appealing for you to that you're actually consistent with it. So that's gonna help you as well to stick with the habit, just tracking your progress and tracking your consistency on the calendar, on the app. And don't focus necessarily on intensity, especially initially. Focus on being consistent. Not every workout has to be 100% hard or has to be perfect. Initially, just focus on showing up, and then over time, once that becomes part of your lifestyle, then you can increase the intensity. Don't let setbacks derail you from coming to the gym. There will be a time where you're gonna miss some workout sessions, right? You're gonna be sick, something's gonna happen and you have to stay later at work, and that's okay, that's life. We don't have to be perfect, and consistency doesn't mean perfection. As long you maybe 80% consistent, or you're trying to do your best to coming to the gym, and you don't have to train for 1 hour and training hard if you cannot come to the gym. Maybe go to the gym on that day, just go to the gym and do 15-20 minutes workouts. You also have to keep remind yourself frequently why you're doing this, why exercise and taking care of your body is important for you, right? You have to realize that movement and healthy lifestyle doesn't mean being perfect. It's an investment to your life and to your future. If you are healthy, you have more energy and you can be more productive at work. It's going to positively impact different aspects of your life, right? You're going to be able to control your emotions better. You're literally going to be a better version of yourself. You're going to be a better parent, better employee, or a boss. So you have to remind yourself of why you're doing that. And sometimes you have to embrace the suck too, Not every day is going to be perfect. Not every day is going to be pleasurable. It also requires a little bit of discipline. We have to exercise a discipline in order to accomplish anything. Without a little bit of a discipline, we're not going to be able to get where we want to be.